So I hope everyone is doing well. I am going to be doing a reading vlog, well, a weekly reading vlog. So it's going to be a mixture of like reading, lifestyle bits, and just, I've got a bit of a cold. I did just land from New York yesterday, so I am a little bit jet lagged. House of Flame and Shadow came out yesterday, so I got my copy from WH Smith's, which I pre-ordered, which is this one, and this also came with an exclusive chapter of certain characters in here. I'm not going to say what because it's just read the books, you know. There's also going to be no spoilers of this book in this video. I just want to clarify that. And then today I went to go pick up a book, Waterstones, and that is this one, which is the exclusive one, which has exclusive behind the scenes sneak peek, which is different to this. Yeah, I'm not reading this yet. This is literally, this is like, it's tiny. In this reading vlog, see, I should have started this reading vlog before I started this, but I'm at part 2 of this at the moment. I'm really enjoying it, and that's what I'm really gonna say. So yeah, I'm at part 2. Oh, I got a bookmark as well. Cute is she? So yeah, I'm at part 2, which is page 269, and I'm really enjoying it. I had my Fairy Loot and Illuma crate that arrived when I was away, and I opened it last night, completely forgetting that I wanted to do a reading vlog. So it's all been opened, but I still kind of want to show it to you, even though it's not actually an unboxing video. You know, I'm going to show you. This is a reading vlog. I may as well. So I got my, to like mix them together, I got a book that I ordered from Fairy Loot, a pre-order that's come, and then I've also got my monthly January box, and for Illuma crate I've obviously got the fantasy edition one, or whatever that is, and then for Fairy Loot I've got the YA and adult combo, book only combo, but whereas with the Illuma crate I've got all the like little knickknacks with it and all. So for Illuma crate first, a murder mystery theme, which is really different for them because they haven't really done a murder mystery before, and the book was, I kind of guessed what the book was because of the art, but the book was Voyage of the Damned. This cover is honestly so pretty. I don't know much about this, but it looks really, really good, and the sort of like map that's on the front is like in a ship, and I thought that looked really, really cool. It's not actually like double-sided with the cover, but we got a little fish, and yeah, I thought this looked really fun. I'm excited to see how it is, and that's the stenciled edges. So yeah, we got that, and then with the other little bits we got inside it, we got this apron. I've popped this back in here purely because I'm actually going to use this, so yeah. And then the other bits we got was a phone grip, which I've already got one on my Kindle, but I think another one on my Kindle would be good because like I hold my Kindle in different positions. So this looks really cool. I like the design. The next thing we got was actually something that I feel like I'm going to use a lot. It's like a reusable sticker book. I bullet journal so much, and I've got like folders full of stickers, whereas with this I can literally just take the sticker off and pop it on here, and then I can just take the sticker off when I want it, and it saves with like space because it's all just up in here. So yeah, that was really cool. The next thing we got was a library stamp. I already have a book in Boza, which my partner got me for Christmas, which I love, but you have to push really hard down onto it, which is my only like qualm with it. So this one's really, really cute. So you would need ink. I think I've got ink, and it says from the library of blank, and you can obviously like write your name out on it. I think it is so pretty. Don't mind my nails there. And then it comes with this, and you just stick it on and stamp it. I thought it was a really nice thing to have because I found that with a lot of the Fairy Loot stuff it's very like samey. And then the last thing we got was Crescent City bookmarks. I'm not going to show you any of these apart from the main character, obviously, because, you know, spoilers. So they look like this. So that is the female main character, and there's 5 of these. They're really gorgeous. So that was what I got in my Illuma crate box. Then the book that I ordered from Fairy Loot was Two Twisted Crowns. I had the first one in the monthly subscription, and I was like, I might as well just get this to match. And this almost put me in the reading slump, the first one did. So I'm kind of a little bit anxious about reading the second one. I don't know if it was because I just wasn't in the mood for it, or the way that everyone was describing it wasn't actually how it seemed to me. I'm not too sure. It's a really gorgeous edition, but it's just got like red sprayed edges, and it has got a reversible dust jacket, which is honestly stunning, and it looks like that with the main characters on. And then on the book we have a tarot card. So the next book is one that I did actually buy in New York, and I did know that I was getting this purely because of the art, which was this one. and I bought it because I don't actually like the UK cover of it and I prefer the US cover, and I was like, you know what, I'll just sell my Fairy Loot one, it'll be fine, it's not a big deal. I'd much prefer the US one, and the book without the dust jacket is like stunning and so much better. So that is A Fragile Enchantment. I really don't like this cover, I prefer the US one, but this without the dust jacket on is honestly so gorgeous, and it looks like that. Like, how gorgeous is that? This has like little flower stenciled edges all around it, little quote at the back, and we have these gorgeous main character, I'm guessing, and then we have this lovely little moment at the back. So the next one is the adult one, that is The City of Stardust. I did actually have this on my books that I was most excited for that was coming out this year. The City of Stardust. This looks so fun. I love this cover. This is sort of what the original cover looks like, just obviously in the blue. We have the purple book with foil, 2 mountains on and a river, and then we've got a quote on the back that says curses are made to be broken. This is our love interest, stunning, and yeah, this just looks really good. So yeah, that's my little Fairy Loot / Illumicrate haul. Yeah, and I'll catch up with you when I next start talking to you, I guess. I think my rabbit's gonna jump up on the sofa, so okay, yeah. This is a book and you're standing on chocolate. So I'm continuing reading. I've been continuing reading House of Flame and Shadows, and oh, it's so good. You know what? It's so nice to read some more of Sarah J Maas's work that's not like a reread. Goodreads is saying that I'm 32% through with like my progress with it, because I started it when we came off the plane yesterday, getting the taxi to where we live, and I only read like an hour. I had to stop reading because the car was also making me feel a bit sick as well. But yeah, I started this yesterday and I got 12% in, and today I've now got a 32%, so that is like some solid progress and I'm really happy with it. I have actually had to put a book on hold. It was one that I started while I was away, which was Daisy Hates, so I'm hoping that I can get back to finishing that because I've literally got 100 pages left and I'm loving it. If you saw my books that I read in 2023, you would have seen that I read Magnolia Parks and I rated it 3 stars. I didn't really like it. It was fine. It was, you know, whatever. I'm loving Daisy Hates. Yeah, it just feels like there's a bit more plot going on than Magnolia. I don't know. So yeah, I'm hoping to get back into that, and then I'm also reading, but I think I might also read a graphic novel this week. Obviously it's February tomorrow, so I want to start at least one of the books that I have on my February TBR. I don't know, I got a lot planned with like reading wise, so I've just realised I've been talking whilst being on my phone. That was so rude of me, I'm so sorry. As a heads up, because I feel like I haven't spoken about this, I do have undiagnosed ADHD. It's kind of hectic in my brain. My therapist is helping me loads with it actually. I love her. If I read physically, like a book this big or even like a smaller, my brain doesn't let me do it. I've tried. I don't want to go into too much detail with it, so audiobooks are really helping me, and I have this app on my iPad. I'll show you. So this would be my 4th year using this app, and it's called Happy Colour. It's a massive like online colouring book, and this app has honestly been around for years. So there's like categories, but there's so many. Like I don't think I've ever gotten to the bottom of one of the categories. Well, I have, but like I was scrolling for like a good 20 minutes, and it's like a colour by number thing as well, so then I don't get anxious about choosing what colours I want to choose, and like if it's a wrong colour and all that, and you just tap away. So I do that. It gives you like achievements and this is really sad because I have been using this, as I said, for years, and I've coloured in 4,202 pictures on here. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know, because if you see me just like with my headphones on and I'm just like on my iPad, that's most likely what I'm doing. So yeah, this is going to be my vibe for the next, I'm going to say hour, and then I'm going to see how far I can get. This will actually be quite interesting to see how many pages I can read solidly in an hour, because I don't think I've done that before. I'm getting really anxious at like accidentally opening up the wrong page and reading something I shouldn't read, because I did that with Crescent City 2, I went to check how many pages were in the book, and I saw literally one word and I was spoiled for everything. If you know, you know. Like, it's the big thing of Crescent City 2. And I was like, oh. So yeah, I'm gonna read. So it is the same day, but I've read a little bit more of House of Flame and Shadows. I always forget what it's called, so I'll just say Crescent City 3. So I'm now on to chapter 37. Again, I'm not going to be spoiling anything. All I'm going to say is, for part 1, I was only really interested in one POV, and every time it kept switching to the other people, I was like, I don't care about this. Been doing like other bits, so when I last checked in, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to read for an hour. I read for half an hour, hence why I've only read 30 more pages. I'll speak to you briefly. I've read a lot of this today. Yeah. I've read 300 pages. No. Maybe. So I've read just over 200 pages. And I have 246 pages left. That is like really doable. I've read all that. Honestly, I have a headache. Part 2 was like, I've gone past part 2 now, and that was fine. I'm now on to part 3, where things seem to be like kicking up to speed a little bit. But other than that, I'm really enjoying it. I think it just depends how overall the ending is. It's good. It's very wordy. But if you've read Crescent City 1 and 2, you'll like understand that. Yeah, I don't know if it's take a break today or not, because I've got 200 and whatever pages left. My audiobook is saying. So it's saying on my audiobook that I've got 3 hours and 43 minutes left. And that's on 2x3 speed. And then I'm going to continue reading Daisy Hates, which I've only got like 100 pages left, maybe 200, 100 pages, I'm not too sure. And then I think I'm going to start one of my picked books for February, which was all of these actually. So I'm going to pick one from here. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I just want to finish this now. I haven't done much today other than read. I went to therapy and I had a really big nap. I think I might try and go to bed soon. Just wanted to give you an update, otherwise I knew I would forget. So yeah, that is my update on this mammoth. This book has fully just started making me sob. I'm fine, I swear. I finished it. I'm gonna do a proper review later because it's 8 in the morning and I haven't slept yet. To be honest, I think you're just gonna realise how weird my sleep schedule is when I do these reading vlogs. But I'm fine with that. I think my next thing to do now, because I'm not tired at all in the slightest, I'm gonna finish reading Daisy Hates because I've only got a few hundred pages left from that, and then I can actually start reading some of my February TBR. So that is the plan. Hello. So it is the next day now. I'm still ill. Yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about the books that I've finished. So obviously I finished House of Flame and Shadow yesterday. I still haven't given this a solid rating yet, purely because I feel like I need to just set my thoughts for a little bit. So I'm going to be giving this either a 3 stars or a low 4 stars. I'm not too sure yet, which is really gutting. So I am going to be doing a little segment of a spoilery sort of review. So if you skip to the time that's up on the screen now, just so you can avoid spoilers, that is completely fine. Yeah, so go do that. I'm not going to be talking about this. Either a 3 stars or a low 4 stars. This is mainly because I feel like that the premise of the last book, Crescent City 2, was built up that it was going to be this massive crossover between worlds, and it wasn't. And I felt like I kind of got my hopes up for that. Yeah, and that's the one thing that I'm a little bit upset about, because I thought it was going to be this huge like crossover world and all this was going to happen, but like in actual fact it was like 5 chapters. Don't like hold me to that. I don't actually know how many chapters there were with it, but like it was very minimal with like the crossover, and the characters who we did see weren't the main ones who I thought it was going to be. So yeah, part 2 I found really dull, wasn't my favourite, and that was when I was beginning to get a little bit of a headache and bored. But overall I still really loved the book. I loved the ending. It did make me cry at the end, so the bit where I was saying I was like sobbing was when she was seeing Danica. I can only remember his brother's name, Ethan, but I don't remember his name, the werewolf guy. I felt like the ending of this was very similar to A Court of Rings and Ruin, if you know you know. Yeah, I don't know, it just felt very samey, and it felt like she was just basically copying and pasting from previous books, but I still really enjoyed it and I had a really good time. I just don't think it was what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that's me finished on talking about that. So the next book that I actually finished reading was Daisy Hates. This is the second book in the Magnolia Park series. I hated Magnolia Parks. Honestly, I found her character really dull, and I found Magnolia really boring, and every time she was mentioned in this book I physically rolled my eyes. I cannot stand her. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was because I just wasn't into the first book, or like because the main character in this book was describing Daisy completely different to how we've seen her before. I don't know what it was, but I love Daisy. Yeah, I started this when I was in New York and I had about 100 pages left, and then obviously this Mammoth came out and I was like, I need to read that, and then I finished this off. So it was technically, I read most of it in January, but I finished it off yesterday and I really liked it. I've given this 4 stars. So yeah, I have now just started, well I say that, I've literally read like a page and a half of Heartless by Elsie Silver. This was part of one of my prompt jars. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really think I can say much on it because I haven't read much. So I'm going to be reading some of this today. I'm literally going to go snuggle myself up on the sofa in the other room, just plug away at this. The text is actually really big in the book. I'm glad about, because compared to Daisy Hate, oh my god, it was tiny. But yeah, I'm gonna start this, and then I think after this I might start a Ruthless Vows, because I just want to finish this off and see what happens, especially with how we were left off in Divine Rivals. I just want to know where we're at. I just want to start getting through some more of my series that I'm reading. I'm just gonna see how it goes, so I'll get back to you when I'm like a good chunk through, I guess. Maybe I'll get back to you when I'm at the 100-page mark, so that'll be like an hour or so. I've been reading for like 20 minutes, half an hour maybe. I'm 100 pages in and I'm obsessed. I'm giggling. I'm kicking my feet giggling. I'm really enjoying this, which is kind of unexpected because of how I felt with the first one. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. And like, I like how Willow is with his kid, and it's just really super cute. I'm this far in. I'll update you on the 200-page mark now. Okay, we're gonna ignore the hair because it is drying still. Thick hair problems. It takes about 2 hours to dry. Anyways, I'm now at page 202. I'm obsessed. I'm like, I think I'm halfway through. I'm not too sure. What's Goodreads saying? Goodreads saying I'm like under halfway. I'm obsessed. Cade is stunning. We've just had a very cute scene where Willa gets a little bit sick and he holds her hair back for her and ties her hair up, and I'm obsessed. Honestly, I'm really enjoying it a lot better than Flawless. So it's really nice and refreshing to actually read an Elsie Silver book, which is so popular everywhere, and I'm actually enjoying it. I'm really loving it. I have one critique though, and it might just be, I think it is just a me thing because I just find it cringe. When she got her guitar out and started singing, it's given, what's his name from Twisted Love? I don't know. It's yeah, it was interesting. I'm gonna try and finish this as I've got like 200 pages left, and then I think I'm gonna start another book. I've literally got no plans today at all, so I'm just gonna read all day. finished Heartless, 4 stars. It's currently, I want to do this, which is a paint by number kit that my partner got me for Christmas. And it's got these. I want to listen to an audiobook while I'm doing it. And I know I just picked out my February TBR. But I'm not really in the mood for any of them right now. But I don't know what I'm in the mood for. And I need to start a new book. Decisions. I honestly don't know what I want to read though. That's like stressing me out a bit. Like, I don't know if to go with something cute like this. Oh, there's books that I want to read, but it's like, it's starting a new series, and I'm trying to cut down on that before I start a new series. I want to finish other series. I'm not in the mood for Shatter Me because I kind of can't remember what happens, even though I read like the beginning of the month. I'm not in the mood to like fantasy and remember like the lore of the fantasy. So it's a romance, but I don't want the miscommunication trope. I might read where I'm seeing what books I've already got in my library. Interesting, it's all fantasy. Ooh. I think that could be a vibe. I've got terms and conditions on here. I'm going to do that. Let's see if I actually rate this Lauren Asher book higher than 3 stars, because I read 2 of her other books and both of them have been 3 stars. So, speak to you shortly. So I haven't done an update. I started terms and conditions on audiobook. I have 20 minutes left and I hate this book. Like, it's bad. I don't know if I just can't vibe with Lauren Asher's writing, but like the plot is just so, it's just not giving. Anyways, I've been doing my painting. It looks a lot better far away than it does like close up. So we're just gonna look at it from back here. Been painting that. It is a colour by number. I'm not that good. Anyway, I'm on page, so I got 20 minutes left and I'm on page 435 and there is like 40 pages left. It is shite. I just don't think they have chemistry, in all honesty, and the chemistry they do have is kind of shocking. That's all I've got to say on it. Sunday the 4th. It is like really early in the morning. I woke up at 6:30 for some weird reason. I think that's because I went to bed at like 10:30. I'm gonna try and finish this and I'm just so ready for it to be over. I don't know, like, if it's just a me thing. And like, the only thing I can pinpoint that I don't like is that I just don't like him. The guy is horrible, and like, I'm all for like enemies to lovers, whatever you want to call it, but he is honestly such an arse. But yeah, right, I'm gonna finish this now because I need to start a good book. Okay, so I finished terms and conditions. Oh, you can't even see it. I gave it 2 stars. Some authors need to remember that if you're writing a grumpy, sarcastic male character, you need to make sure that it doesn't come off like a complete absolute twat, because he did, and it made me feel really uncomfortable. But yeah, like, he came off like a complete utter arsehole, and I was like, what the hell? So I would like to ask you if you can let me know if it's worth reading the final offer, and as well if it's worth reading Love Redesigned. I have actually just picked up Law of Olympus, which was on my TBR jar picks, my TBR for the month. That's really cute. Obviously, like, I've read bits and pieces of this when it was on Webtoons. Loved it. I generally didn't realise how many volumes were already out. See, I knew there was 3 out, but I didn't realise the 6th one was coming out this year, which I find crazy. I'm gonna update you when I'm like halfway in, because my battery pack is dying. So yeah. It is the same day. I've just put a jumper on. I feel like you're really going to see how many clothes I get through in one day, which is honestly kind of bad. So I finished terms and condition. I don't know if I said that. Did I mention that? Anyways, I hated it. The main character was an arse. I feel like I did mention this. Anyways, it's taken me a hot minute to decide what I actually want to read now, because when I say a hot minute, it's taken me like 2 hours to decide what I want. I've scheduled my YouTube video. It's coming out this evening at 5 p.m. It's currently 11, and I think I'm going to be picking up My Dark Romeo. All I know it's a dark romance, or darkish. Yeah, I think the cover is stunning. Like, it looks so pretty. Obviously it's by LJ Sheen as well, and she's done loads of dark romances. I'm gonna start my book. I'm so glad we don't have this naked man on the actual book cover, because no, it says that it's going to take me 4 hours to finish it, so maybe I'll finish it today. Who knows? I've started. I'm on chapter 21, page 132. It's fine so far. I've also been painting some more, so I've done this. I'm now gonna go read. So I finished my Dark Romeo. I gave it 1 star. So that was fantastic. It was honestly horrendous. I didn't like the fact that the female main character, she basically pushed on to the male main character and like changing his mind to have a child, and that, I don't know, it kind of rubbed me up the wrong way, you know. I kind of wish I DNF'd it, but you know. And then I finished Law of Olympus, which was so cute. I think I gave it 3 stars. Yeah, I gave it 3 stars, a high 3 stars. It was really cute. And yeah, I do have some book mail. Well, book mail, I went out today. I got another copy of House of Flame and Shadows because there was another exclusive chapter I had. This was the one from Forbidden Planet, and this is Rune and his person in this book. So I'm really excited to read this along with my other one that I have. And then I also bought Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I bought this off of Vinted for like £2. It's literally in amazing condition. Like the spine isn't even cracked. Yeah, I bought this. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard so much like good stuff about Abby Jimenez. I really want to get, is it Yours Truly by her? So yeah, and then I went to Waterstones this morning because I heard that Bride by Ali Hazelwood in there, so I went up. It's a few days early. Gorgeous. So this was on buy one get one half price, and I'm so excited. And yeah, so I finally got this, and I also picked up, because it was on Bogot, I also got this, which is The House Witch and the Enchanting of the Heart, and it is book 1. This is giving me vibes. If you like legends and lattes, you're gonna love this. It's like cozy. It's not a fantasy romance obviously, but it's like just a cozy fun time. And how gorgeous is the back of that with the little illustration. Little bit cool. Hi, so today I've taken a bit of a break reading because I finished Terms and Conditions yesterday. I started and finished my Dark Romeo, and I then also finished Law of Olympus. Kind of made my brain feel a bit numb, and I think I'm now going to pick up Ruthless Vows. I asked my partner and I was like, can you pick a book for me, because the last like 2 books I picked up have been honestly horrible. He was like, I'll just read this. I was like, okay, cool. Amazing. So I'm going to start this. I'm excited to get back into this world. I'm going to go snuggle myself up in the living room. I am going to put my headphones on. Or again, I can't tell what it's about. It's the second book. Hello. I generally can't remember when I last updated you. I've just been to the shops to get some dinner for tonight. I'm really not hungry today. When I say that, it's like 1 PM. I also need to do myself some lunch, so I've got something small to have. I've had some book mail as well. I opened it this morning because they literally just shoved it through my letterbox, and it was half in and half out, and it was like folded up. So I opened it up and it was Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I think I might read this very soon. I do have the yellow. I have this colour, although I do love the red edition, but it was £35 to buy off of Amazon, and I'm like, no. I was in the mood for these. I'm not a crisp kind of gal. Like, I don't really like to eat crisps. It's not my favourite. So yeah, carrots, cucumber, and hummus, which I'm so excited for. I haven't had hummus in the longest time. It's currently the evening, it's about 6:30. Yeah, so I started Ruthless Vows last night. I don't know if I updated you. And I finished it just now. I gave this 4 stars. Honestly, gorgeous. To just have like a break from reading like 2-star books at the moment. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Gorgeous writing. I really want to read. I got her other book, A River Enchanted, which I really want to read now because this was just gorgeous and there were so many quotes but it was just like, oh. So I'm really happy about this. It was stunning. I definitely want to reread Divine Rivals because I actually only gave out 3 stars when I read it, but I think that was because I actually wasn't in the mood to read it and I kind of like forced myself through it. I think I'm gonna end it here with this reading vlog. It's been really fun, but yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. So let me know if you want some more reading vlogs. I have really enjoyed filming this. So yeah, I will speak to you shortly.